going on, people? Today we've got this beautiful RS7 today, and I can't really get much more than this. But all you guys need to know is that I'm going to start drying it now. I've got a big boy blower pro, whatever it's called. I'm going to start doing that. Yeah, the reason I can't show you guys is because my phone's charging. I'm using my phone to record this stuff. I don't have an actual camera as of yet. Yeah. Guys, I've swapped over to the GoPro. Let's see how it goes. I don't know, I've had it for a long time, but I've never really used it. What's the story in Balamori? Wouldn't you like to know? So SD card is full on that. We're just gonna have to get it sorted without the SD card. Let's take some pictures first. So the SD card got full on the GoPro, and I'm just gonna talk about these pictures again. These are all before and afters. This is a before. That's a before, and the next one is a after. So you get the gist of the situation. So yeah, the SD card on the GoPro got full. It wasn't a lot of content, but because it was high resolution, I think I was running at 4K for some reason. It wasn't great. And I tried to get into this video, the footage. It was just not working out. I don't know why. I think it's because of the laptop I'm using. I don't know. Long story short, I just went back to the camera, just carried on with the camera. I didn't really pay attention to anything else, and that was it. Just had fun with it. This is the reason why I do what I do. You see these massive transformations, and this is so nice. I mean, I think this is just after 2-stage. I've still got a 3rd stage, which is the fine cut refining left over. Essentially, this is a 4-stage correction on this car because I use wet sanding. In the wet sanding, I use 3 different sandpapers or grit levels. And then I used compound, medium compound, and to finish it all off was the refining, medium polish, shall I say, not medium compound. Yeah, and then to finish it all off was the refining, and it came out pretty awesome. I did take the badges off, so these pictures were actually taken before the client came and picked it up. So I like to do the lightest method first. Now this is a multi-stage that we're doing, but I'd like to go with a multi-stage, but the lightest multi-stage I can do. Obviously this is a test panel that I'm doing, and then we're going to do a little bit harder, a little bit harder, a little bit harder, until we get to the optimum combination of pads and polishes. So we've got these, as you can see, these bits of tape on the car. Each area there's a deep scratch. I'm going to try to pick one out here. Yeah, if you guys can see it. Oh, there we go. Right there, you can see it right there. There we are. So that's one of the nasty ones. What I've done is I've pointed the result. I've taken a picture of it, and now I'm going to go over it with my alternative multi-stage. Now, if this multi-stage takes out that nasty swirl, or not nasty scratch, excuse me, then that means this is going to be the combination. If it doesn't take it out, then it's not going to be the combination. And you might be thinking, but Casey, you've already polished it. Yes I have, but I've looked at the state of the car. I've looked at that, for example, that scratch there, before I even polished it, and I saw the depth of it, and visually, and now I'm going to try with this. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so we've got a lot of deep hairline scratches. Now you might see some haze. Now that haze is from machine induced and a combination of, let me see if I can get this. There we are. That's some watermarks as well. Machine induced, and obviously there's still compound residue on it. I haven't panel wiped it, so it might be from that as well. Right, we've got this area. As you can see, I've lined it up with these tapes. That tells me that there's a lot of nastiness here. So I'm basically what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna, instead of going after one swirl at a time, I'm just gonna wet sand the whole area, and this is how it's gonna be.
So I don't know what caused this, but it was very annoying. I had to go at it with a 1500, 2500, and then 3500, I believe it was. Compound it, and then polish it off, refine it. Pretty bad.
So we had a really bad bird poo, really bad deep scratches that we've done some general wet sanding. So this is what spots wet sanding looks like, if anybody has any questions. Bad scratches. Even worse down here. Now down here, it was very circular. No, it wasn't even very circular. It was extremely circular. It was almost a perfect circle. If no, actually it was a perfect circle. Reason being, this client went to a machine car wash. By the way, there's a reason for this. This is not. Yeah, you're just thinking, why is it not tucked in? Don't worry about that. But yeah, went to a machine car wash, and this is just this hood. Actually, I didn't show you this one here. I need to do more. There's more scratches gonna be here. This is a fingerprint, so you don't have to worry about those. But there's more scratches there that I need to wet sand. But yeah, this is the wet spot sanding on the hood, on the wing, and the top half of the door. I've still got to do the bottom half. I've got these little tapes telling me where it is and where it needs to go, and so on and so forth. This one is a general area, so just plans out all the area that I need to look at. I've even come to this side. I've even compounded this side, to be honest. And yeah, there's some nasty ones over here as well. I've compounded up to here. From here, it's not compounded. Lower part is not compounded. Obviously, a compounded stage is the initial stage. Then we do a medium polish, and then we do a light polish. But in this case, we're compounding, wet sanding areas, and then compounding those areas again, and then medium polishing, and finito polishing as well. There's a lot of dirty one. Oh, there's one up here I want to show you guys. Let me show you guys. This one's really bad. Really bad. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. You guys see it? I don't know if you guys can see it or not. There it is, right there. That one's pretty bad. There's a few naughty ones around here. But yeah. So we've got for tomorrow. Done. Skirts not being done. I don't do skirts. I do bumpers and skirts all together at the end. Because it's all floor work, so I don't need stuff like this or stuff like that. So I could just get rid of all the stuff and declutter. Done this rear wing. Hasn't been done. A pillar hasn't been. B pillar hasn't been done. A pillar hasn't been done. C pillar hasn't been done. Half the roof's been done. Half the bumper's been. Oh no, the full top layer's been done. Complete bottom half hasn't been done. From this point downwards, as you can see, we've got this side left. Yeah, that's basically it.
So as you can see, badges are on there, and look at the state of it. Just doing a quick voiceover on this one. Although I am talking in the video, there was a lot of noise in the background happening. In And so yeah, so that's literally it. Look at it, it's really really bad. Lots of swells, lots of scratches. Did take off we had to take off the badges for this one. I don't understand. There's a lot of people out there that do correction with the badges on. I can't do that. I'm just so OCD about it. I know there's scratches in and around those letters. It's gonna bug me. So I got the blueprint of the badge. So this tells me where exactly each letter goes and so on and so forth. And took it off. So this is a bit of a fast forward. This is a couple of days after everything's been done. This is with the badge back on, and you can see the massive improvement between the two.
So, an awkward moment where you have to make your own pad. Yeah. Because obviously this cuts a lot more. This is the ultra cut pad, but they don't have it in 3-inch. But I need it in 3-inch. This is just a cut pad. As you can see, it's starting to die off a little bit, so I need an ultra cut pad. So I just did a compounding stage, and I want to show you guys something, okay? So you guys saw the wet sanding. I want to show you guys something. It looks corrected and shiny and all that good stuff, right? Not really. This is what happens when there's no backlight. So if you see someone take a picture like this, it doesn't mean shit. So this is why it's very important to do a level 3 with any paint correction. Level 3 means there's 3 pads being used, 3 different sizes, 1-inch or 2-inch, 3-inch, 5 or 6-inch, right? Minimum. The reason I say that is because look, so we had the wet sand in here. That's a bit. Long story short, there's some swirls left right on the edge here. When the 3-inch is going round, it's not really getting them. But you see, in particular, you see it's corrected, right? It's corrected here. But if you look to the right on the edge, it's not corrected. And I've gone over this with a 3-inch. Only difference is, with the 3-inch, I didn't have the door opened, right? I've gone over it with a 5-inch and a 3-inch. Now I'm going to have it go over it with a 3-inch with the door open, so it's going to be overlapping like so. And then I'm going to go over it with a 1-inch, just to make sure that is gone. It's really, the light is quite bright, so you can't really like see on the light, but you can see away from it to the right of it, and you can see it there. That's very important. That is a level 3-inch. You can see my 3-inch there. About to go ham. There you go. See, right to the edge. That's what I was trying to achieve. Right to the edge, there is nothing left. There is one hairline right where the camera light is right now here. You might be able to pick it up. A hairline is a very deep, narrow scratch, so it's narrow going in, but it's very deep going down. And that's basically it. That is a level 3. You can get your single stage with a level 3, you can get your multi-stage with a level 3, 2-stage, 3-stage, whatever stage. But you make sure you get a level 3. For me, it's called level 3. For someone else, it might be called something else. It just means that I'm going to use 3 different sizes of pads. Same pad, just 3 different sizes to get at it. Right, I'm out of breath. And these little markers for me indicate that there's something here that needs to be looked at. In this particular situation, we need to go over it with a 1-inch. You can see it right there where the light is. What I can see, you might not pick it up on the camera. I'm using my phone. There's a nasty scratch right there. That's basically it. So everyone's like, oh, look, I've done the light. Show me how you corrected this area. Show me how you corrected that angle right there. That's what I want to see. Anybody can tell me, oh, look at the light, oh, look. Obviously I haven't done a light, but oh, yeah, I want to see that. I want to see the clarity in the curve. If I can get it on the camera, I want to see that clarity. You see that? I want that. Where's that? Oh, look at me! I did the piano black trim. Oh, that's easy. That's easy. Show me that. I want to see this. I want to see this. Get out of here, man. So we have gotten done with our initial stage. And wet sanding, obviously that's residue from polish. So I'm gonna spray this down. You can take the tape off. I take the tape off after I've done the main areas wipe down. Typically people take the tape off as well and then start the main areas. It's all up to you. But yeah, that's basically it. Reason being, you might have swells, you might have scratches, you might have imperfections that the residue from the first compounding stage, if you want to call it that, has covered up. Essentially, that's fingerprints for you. See that? If you remember the fingerprints from earlier. Yeah, might have covered up. So you want to do this stage so that it's all, you know, contamination free, and you can see whatever imperfections that's left. Now you might go and compound certain areas again. You might have missed something out. This can happen. But yeah, I'm going to carry on with this. I'll see you guys in a sec.
So this was the last pieces to wet sand. Really annoying 2 scratches. Unfortunately, the next image you're going to see is me wet sanding them, but you're not going to see them being after correction. This car took 7 days, well over 7 days. So there's so many images. It's just hard to keep up with everything. I can't find the aftermark of those scratches, but they were on the roof and they were very annoying to deal with.
So this is the difference between a small shop and a big shop. Big shops, they don't do this, and I'll tell you what they don't do. So what I've done here, I've sprayed down every single panel, apart from this one here, because I still need to wipe off the roof. The other side is not done either, because I don't want to get that product onto my trousers. This is panel wipe, panel IPA, whatever you want to call it. I've sprayed it everywhere. I'm done with the wet sanding and the compounding stage. Now I need to do the final stage, right? And that means I have to wipe down every single panel, make sure it's completely clean, okay? Make sure there's no polish residue. The reason being, the polish residue is gonna mask if there's any swells or any scratches that I've left over from the compounding stage that the compounding stage has not done, essentially. And the final, stage is not gonna get rid of any scratches that the compounding stage didn't get rid of, because that's the most abrasive, and the final stage is definitely not going to get rid of it, right? So, long story short, if I've missed anything, I need to see if I've missed it. What I have done is taken off all the tape that I thought necessary that I might take off. I might even have to take off these ones as well, and that one's down there. The other side, the same thing. Every other tape is off, apart from the roof. And I'm going to retape it again. That's basically it. Big shops don't do this. They jump straight onto the single stage, because at the end of the day, they whack out X amount of cars a day, and they can always say, oh yeah, we just forgot about it, just bring it back in the other day. It's all BS. I don't want to do that. People have stuff to do, lives to live. I don't want them to come back and Casey, you forgot this, or Casey, you forgot that. That's basically it. They definitely don't use this much panel wipe. By the way, this is Gion's panel prep. And here she is. She is completely wiped down and ready for enhancement. Wet sanding done, compounding done, enhancement left. Let's get to it. And yeah, this is like what I like to do. I like to, while that was, drying and whatnot, it doesn't really need that much time to dry, but while it was doing that, I like to have a little break, have a little sit down, and go over my notes, because obviously each car's got its own notes and areas of concern, making sure that I touched every single area that needed it, and so on and so forth. So it's a nice little time to take out. It's very important, and I hope everyone else does it as well.
It's Thursday. What do you know about wet sanding at night, polishing during the day, and running on about 4 hours of sleep just to make the deadline? And then realizing early on that you underquoted but you gotta be a man. Stick to your word. Yep.
Yeah, no, it's fine. No high spot. Yeah, so can't remember what I was talking about. Long story short, yeah, that's basically it. Tomorrow morning we should put the EXO on there. I want to leave it for at least 12 hours, and while that is gonna happen, I'm gonna be tackling the interior. It's late now. It's around 10 something at night, so I'm gonna leave it for now. Tomorrow morning, first thing, interior attacking time. Yes. What the hell did that get on there? Right, let's wipe this off and go to bed. Okay, so we are finished with the C1 crystal lacquer or something. It is crystal lacquer, yeah, it is. I forget all the names. So that's 2, 4, and 5 applicators. The other 2's already in the bin. There's 3 there. Mask. It was quite tiring, to say the least. It's completely different to what I normally use. Like I said, I've used this a couple of times. I've only put one coating on, and I looked into it. Apparently, you're only supposed to put one coating anyway, so it's actually a really good thing. That's the case. I'm more of a Geon guy. I don't put really any other coatings on. I like my Geons. Let's get a full picture of this bad boy in here. I really should get a camera. Yeah, I enjoy my Geons. Geons, they have they're a lot safer in terms of curing. They don't. As you can see, I used every single drop. I even took this thing off. So there's a thing in here to like help with whatever. I even took that off to make sure there was no extra bits and bobs. All of it went into the car. Yeah, so I like my Geons. Let's stand back again. It just looks really aggressive. By the way, this is what I use for the time lapse. So when you see the time lapse, this is my phone. I stuck my phone in there. It's like a roll. Yeah, I use Geon. I like my Geon products. It's very forgiving for the worker, for the person applying it, for the application. It's very forgiving, but with C1 it wasn't sticky, but very long to buff off. It took a while for it to dry, if that makes sense. I ran through all the stuff I should have. Stuff like making sure it's between 5 and 30 degrees panel temperature. Yeah, I did all the stuff that I was supposed to do. Even in the demonstration videos, it looked like it took a while to buff off anyway. But yeah, I feel like if they add a little bit more SiO2, excuse me, maybe it will behave a little bit differently. Anyway, so that's the C1 done. We'll leave it for 12 hours. Tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock, I shall apply our EXO V4. I don't know what's going on here. That's my van, by the way, at the back. Mobile, if you guys haven't already known. Trying to think. Yeah, that's basically it. This is how it's going on a RS7. Beautiful piece of kit. This client is going to become a regular client. This client also took this very nice car to a machine car wash. So that's the thing that spins around. And it was horrific, the damage it has done. There are deep scratches that I wouldn't even consider going any further with it. I wet sanded it as much as possible, try to open up that gap as much as possible so it's not as obvious, but you know, we had to leave it at a certain point because it had gone through quite a lot of clear coat, if not all of it. And that's basically it. I mean, any scratch that you see your finger, you can easily put your finger. Oh, I just saw something. Oh, okay. Right, you might be able to see the scratch there, just there, just there. We did what we could in terms of getting it gone. I think I see a high spot. There with. So we did the coating, the base layer coating, and this is one of the towels. It is solid, right? It's not meant. This is just a wipe. This is what I just used to wipe off the residue. Okay. Not as much on this one. Same situation with this one. A little bit on this one, but it gets better than this. So this is one of the three that I didn't throw away. I threw 2 of them away. Okay. Look. All right. I'm hitting it sideways. I fell on the floor. How bad is that? I'm a bit weird, so whenever I do a coating on a car, I like to keep one of these. So whether it's G-On, G-Technic. Look at this mess, by the way. Look at this mess. Don't look at it, actually. Don't look at it. And this is my little pile. I like to put one there. There we go. I'm gonna throw the other ones in a bin. Yeah, I had to take you out of that mess. I can't really show you that mess. It's a bit of a mess. When I came back, there was a dot here somewhere. It was, I don't know why it was there, but it was there. It was very easy to take off. That's just dust. Just literally some G-On prep on a towel, gently move it over, and that was it. Right, time now for the EXO. So I do my last final inspection. Camera doesn't pick up the clarity, but it is so clear, it's crazy. I'm using this big inspection light scan grip. Oh, I just blinded myself. that wasn't nice. But I'm looking for small things like high spots and so on. I can't really see any of them. So guys, I'm using this big scan grip, big boy, doing my final inspection. It's a bit tedious, so I'm not going to video the whole thing, but I've used this one instead of the other two because it has way more options on it. Cold, warm, and like 2 different types of warm and 2 different types of cold light, so it's very important. I'm going to inspect it with both lights. I know I should just use one, but I like to be thorough and make sure it's all perfect. Grew up scraping the bottom of the barrel, and don't get me wrong, I could be a quadrillionaire and still be doing the same thing. So we're done with the paintwork. Now it's time for the interior. All paint correction clients get a complimentary interior tidy up. In this particular case, the client has gone for a leather protection and glass protection. So in the tidy up, we are going to do a deep clean on all the leather parts. So that includes here, there, obviously the seats, armrest, and same thing on the back. Yeah, so that's basically it. First things first, get all your stuff and bits and bobs into bags. Rubbish goes into one bag, you know, obviously necessities into another bag, money, valuables into another bag, and I've done that already, as you can see. Clients don't really care about receipts, so, and that's what it looks like, receipt paper, but it's not. And that's pretty much it. So now we're gonna start our interior detail, well, mini detail. Let's have a quick look what we're dealing with. What is that? It's a bit of a patch there. What's going on there? Alright, so we've done the hoovering and all that good stuff. Now it's time to do a deep clean on the leather. Let's get to it. So I think it was definitely a good shout doing the leather. That's just one seat.
What's going on, people? So basically, look at this. And look at this. There we go. I don't know what that spill was. I don't know what that blue substance was. Going onto the leather, deep leather clean, and we used Gion's leather shield. Came out really, really, really nice. I think I like it. There's a picture of me applying it to every single area that's leather. So this is what I want to talk about. That is a brand new table that I bought from IKEA, and those are pieces of tape. I took all the badges off, as you guys saw, and then I obviously I had to put the badges back on, and I had to tape them up, and you can see scratches all over the table in the office. I was so gutted that this happened, but you know, part of the job, I guess. But now I have a actual underlining board, some type of cutting board that they use in arts and crafts or something like that to cut them on, which is amazing.
You guys want to know how I'm achieving my goals, what I'm doing and what I'm sacrificing? I shit you not. That's my sleeping bag, right? I'll sleep in here. That is my mattress. And that is where I was sleeping. Not on the fucking... not on the table, but not underneath the table. I'll move the table to the side. There. That's what I'm trying to say. That's the heat and whatnot. That's how I'm achieving my goals. Because I accidentally underquoted. That's the sleeping bag's bag. I underquoted on a car and I had to expend extra time on it. And there was no point driving home for an hour and driving back. And I've been doing that since Tuesday and today is Sunday. Another happy customer. Hey guys, another happy customer. If you guys can follow me on Instagram, Casey_details, Twitter, Facebook. If you can like and comment on this video, if you can share this video, if you can subscribe, that would be so amazing. Any of those, all of those, please. Much appreciated. I'm trying to grow my channel. Thank you so much.